Okay, so let's cover the final two standard forms of categorical propositions, specifically the I and the O propositions. Okay, so the third form of these categorical propositions is known as particular affirmative propositions. Now, with these, it's affirmative insofar as it's saying there is an inclusive relationship between the two classes. However, this is a particular proposition, meaning that not all the members of one class are included in the other. Okay? What these particular claims are saying then is this, that at least one, that's very important to remember, at least one member of one class is included in the other. Okay? So, for instance, so to give you the sort of standard form here, then the standard form is sum S is P. Right? So, then to give a specific example of this, we could say, for instance, some people are night owls. Now again, what this is saying here, what this claim is saying, is not that every single person is a night owl, but only that some are. So again, let's try to symbolize this with our Venn diagram. So again, we have our subject or predicate. Predicate being night owls, people who, stay up to all hours of the night. And then subject being people. Now, visually, what this is saying is it is the case that there is at least one member of the class of people who is a member of the class of night owls. So we symbolize this, as your book will show you this, by just putting a single X in the space that overlaps between the two circles. Right? And that's basically how you would symbolize these. Now, as with the other ones, we refer to these particular propositions, the shorthand for them are I propositions. And again, to go back to the Latin, when we have the word affirmo, right, referring to that. Again, we're just locating kind of as a shorthand and kind of a little mnemonic device, the I and affirmo. So these are known as I propositions. Okay, so the very final form of propositions that we have then are, again, they are particular kinds of propositions, and as you might have guessed, they are negative propositions. Okay, so with these particular kinds of propositions, as you might say, is that what we're basically saying is there is at least one member of a class who is not a member of the other class. All right, so what we have here then, the form here would be sum S. Let's use this one instead here. Sum S is not, very important there, P. Right. So an example of this would be something like the following. Some people are not, let's think of a good characteristic here, or something, are not go-getters. How's that sound? Okay. So again, with our Venn diagrams, with people being the subject, and go-getters being the predicate, we can then say that there's at least one member of people, the class of people, who is not a member of the class of go-getters, right? And so then that way and that's our symbolization for that via the Venn diagram. And clear here. So this final form of proposition is known as the O proposition. Again, from the Latin. You go with that O being the mnemonic device, the device here being used to remember that.